Hi, welcome back guys, and in this video I want to share with you a story to give you that can offer you perspective, right? Because sometimes in life it can seem like things aren't going the way they should or as well as they should do, and sometimes we just need perspective to see that actually it's not quite the case, right, before we buy into the negativity. So look, imagine this: you go to a gym and you go there and you want to get in shape, and when you go there, the instructor at the gym, there's 10 of you in a class, gives each of you a set of weights and a mat to work with, right? Everybody gets a brand new mat and a nice pair of 10-pound dumbbells, right? Really nice dumbbells, new. They've been ergonomically manufactured, so they fit really well into your hand and they're easy to hold and to work with. The mat is great, it's brand new, sticks to the floor, so you don't slide all over the place, right? But it gives you a different set of weights, and the set of weights that it gives you are a set of old, difficult to manage, right? 30-pound dumbbells. If you've got 10 pounds, you've got 30 pounds. So yours is 3 times as heavy as everybody else's already. And the mat that it gives you is an old, beat up mat with no grip on the bottom, so it slips around over the place, right? So you can imagine while you start working out and doing a class, and everybody else is doing a class with you, and there's another 9 people with you doing a class, they've got the best equipment, so it's easier for them. For you, it's more difficult because you've got the worst equipment, right, to work with. So now you're already on the back foot beginning. What would you think to yourself? What would you think about the instructor? You know, he's not being fair, he's not being nice, or she. They're not being nice to you, they're not treating you well, they're not being fair with you. They're picking on you, they're bullying you. Almost that type of thing, right? Especially as the class starts, and then they start saying things like, hey, keep up, you're falling behind. Stop falling behind. Stop being so lazy. Stop being so slack. And think to yourself, I'm not being lazy. You know, you've given me the worst equipment to work with. What do you expect, right? And you're going to, in your head, you're going to now justify why this person's being mean or horrible to you or mistreating you, whatever it is, or they're picking or bullying you, whatever it is, right? Then 6 weeks go past. You go to class every day, you still attend as normal. 6 weeks go past, a competition comes up, and you all enter this competition. Everybody loses the competition by you. You wipe the floor with everybody. Why? Because in the time that you've been training and this instructor's been pushing you and making you work harder than everybody else, you become fitter, you become stronger, you become more mentally fitter as well, more flexible. You know, your body can move in better ways than what theirs can because of the training that you did. The work, the effort that you put in has given you back a stronger result. So now you're stronger, so to speak, right? So you wipe the floor of everybody and you win, right? You know the saying that pain is temporary, glory is forever, right? So now you win, you get the glory. Now, how do you see that instructor? Do you look back at that instructor and say, hey, that instructor was mean and a bully, they didn't like me and they were picking on me? Or do you look at that instructor and say, hey, you know, that instructor was quite exceptional. They made me what I am today. Thank God for them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be this good now, or this fit now, or this strong now, or whatever it is, right? Now, of course, it's a story, it's an analogy, right? But think about it like, for example, with people around you, maybe your boss, maybe your coach, maybe your mum and dad, right? We have people around us that push us to make us better, and if we stay with them, we'll become better. But a lot of times, we end up hating these people and seeing it as, or, you know, having some kind of distaste for them because we see it as we're being treated, you know, in a way that's less than what we should be treated, right? When actually the truth is that we were treated exactly how we should have been treated. We've been pushed in the way we've been pushed. We're getting better in the way that we should be wanting to get better, but we couldn't see that. We couldn't foresee that into the future. We only had the perspective of what we had in the moment, so what we could see in the moment. In the moment, we could see only what was going on around us and nothing else, right? And sometimes in life, it's like that. Sometimes in life, you can't see what's going to come off the hardships that you're going through. But when you go through hardships in life, what seems to be hardships or things not going so well, you know, whatever it is, for example, you lose your job and you think that it's the worst thing in the world. But that losing your job could lead you to the job of your dream, lead you to starting your own business and do something better for yourself. It's like when someone breaks up with you, it could seem like it's the end of the world, but maybe that person wasn't good for you and you had to break up with them so you could find the one that is good for you, and so forth. The point is that perspective is everything, right? So you could have perspective of doom and gloom before you even know, but what's that going to serve you? Just like the gym instructor, treat it that way. You don't know how good this is going to be for you, what the benefit is, you know, what it is that you're going to be awarded at the end of this. So you should just push through, right? With a more, not optimistic is the word I'm looking for. More optimistic, because it's an understanding that actually your world is here to serve you and look after you. and you're being looked after. So therefore, you don't need to worry about anything. Everything is happening for you. And even if something seems like it's going wrong, sometimes it's a lesson that you need to learn now, so the lesson doesn't come back and affect you worse off later on. Do you understand? Hence why we have a lot of lessons when we're kids, right? It only makes sense. We have lessons then, so when we're adults, at least for most of us, hopefully, we've learned the lesson, and now we can function in a way that's more conducive to things that we want to do, be, or have, and so forth, right? So, hope that makes sense. I'll leave that there. Any questions or comments, put in the comment section below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That obviously helps the algorithm. And share, comment, like, subscribe. And remember to hit the bell notification down below so you get notified next videos when they come up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.